Hey everybody, welcome to Comics with Bueller. As always, I'm Bueller. So, I'm going to need a favor from the people that decide to watch this video. Today we're going to feature some great channels that you might not be familiar with. Honestly, I am a fan of these channels, and that's why I want to feature these and share these with you. During these times when we're all sitting at home and not really doing much, we're all looking for content, and these channels are providing that content, and I think you're really going to like them. I'll be totally honest with everyone. I do know these people personally. I've talked to them. They are friends of mine. But you know what? They're friends of mine because I've enjoyed their content and I wanted to get to know them. I also want to tell you guys, I'm not the type of person to say, just go and subscribe to a channel. I'll leave links down below to all these channels. Go check them out. If you like what you see, please subscribe and support the channel. If it's not for you, no problem. At least you gave them a shot. As the title says, this is 5 channels, but I gotta be honest, there's actually 6. It was kind of hard for me to narrow it down, and a few honorable mentions at the very end as well. And also do me a favor, there's so many great channels out there, and there's ones I miss all the time. In the comments down below, let me know about your channel if you're a YouTuber, or also any other channels that you enjoy for comic books or anything pop culture related. Put the link down below, we'll share that so people can find it. Okay, let's not waste any more time. Let's go ahead and look at the first channel. The very first channel I want to spotlight, and somewhat newer to the comic book community, and to be totally honest, it's the one we could probably help out the most because they're only sitting in around 300 subscribers. This is Hero and the Kid. I am a huge fan of this channel. I talk about it all the time. There's a 3-man team behind the camera. Sean, the father, Will, the older brother, which is the main person on the channel, seems like. And then, of course, we have Ben coming out with some comic book reviews that are a lot of fun. But let me share with you what they bring to the table. They've embarked on many different types of videos. One of my favorite is the Sunday Sit Down, where they interview fellow comic book community members. They've had me on there a few weeks ago. That was a lot of fun. You should definitely check that out. They've also had Bob from Everything Comics and Sam from Sam's Tangled Web. And actually a few other people have been on there that are going to be featured on this list as we go on. Also, some other videos that they do are top 20 hottest selling comics of the week. They do a lot of research. They look it up on Go Collect and Key Collector and put it all together and put together this fantastic video so you know what's hot. It's pretty easy to follow along. Another one, and one of my favorites to be honest, they do a beginner's guide to collecting comics and key comics to look out for. And I love hearing from Will, who is around 14 years old, a younger member in the community, getting his feet wet into comic books, and this is a great way for other young members to get their feet wet as well. So Will, keep on doing a great job. Sean, Ben, you guys as well. Not to mention some other stuff on the channel. They do live streams, unboxings, and hopefully when the new comics start showing up, they'll do some more reviews. If you haven't checked out Hero and the Kid yet, please do so. The link is down below. The next channel I want to feature is kind of a 2-for-1. This is Two Brothers Comics featuring Dustin and Nick. Honestly, I can't tell the two guys apart, so it doesn't really matter. But anyway, they're sitting at about 720 subscribers. Let me tell you some of the things that they bring to the table. They do a lot of live streams. I've actually been a part of quite a few of them, and they're always a lot of fun. They also do a lot of unboxings, a lot of comic book hauls. Everyone loves to look at new books that people pick up. Right now, obviously, new books aren't coming out, but when they do, they show those as well. They're also dipping their hands into interviews for comic creators. They've recently done interviews with the creator of Kanto and also Mark London, and that was one of my favorites. They also do a lot of giveaways, so if you're looking to get some free books, this might be the channel for you. A more recent video they did is top 50 comics in my collection, and I really enjoyed that because it wasn't just one video, it was 2 videos because there's 2 brothers. We've already established that we can't tell them apart, which is just fine, but you know what, we saw 100 books, and that was great. If you haven't checked out Two Brothers Comics, please do so. The link is down below. The next channel I want to talk about, and this is one I've wanted to share for quite a while, this is ComicHead84. The man behind the curtain, his name is Kenny. They're sitting at about 880 subscribers right now, so if we could help them out, that would be great. I've mentioned this channel before on my Coffee and Comics video when we talked about mystery boxes. Kenny does offer a mystery box, and I brought his up because integrity was something very important to me, and this is what this gentleman has. Kenny from ComicHead84 also helps out a lot of people behind the scenes in the comic book community. He probably doesn't get a lot of credit for it, but you know what? That's not what he's in it for. I want to say thank you, Kenny, for doing so. It is much appreciated. But let's talk about the content that he puts on his channel. Not only does he do unboxings or comic book hauls or live streams and also auctions, but he's got a couple great original idea series that feature on his channel. He's got the Mega Power Hour, which is a combination of wrestling and comic books, two of my favorite things. I've actually been on an episode of the Mega Power Hour with his co-host Biggie Shack. They always have different guests. It's always a lot of fun. If you want to check that out, please go ahead and do so. Another great series that he's involved in is called Grader's Notes, where him and a few other YouTubers get together and they talk about a specific book and they take a very deep dive into that book and they grade it. They grade the art, the story, the cover, you name it. It's a very intense grading of a comic book, and if you want to get more details about a certain issue, this is the series to watch. So if any of what I described sounds like something you'd be interested in, please go check it out. Like I said, Comic Head 84. The link is down below, and also the link is down below for all the other channels that we're discussing here today. But let's move on to the next one. The next channel on our list is Comic Books NYC. They're sitting at just over 700 subscribers, but you know what? If you want to see a fantastic collection, this is the channel you're going to want to watch. On this channel, you're going to find great comic book hauls, great unboxings, some fantastic live streams, and like I said earlier, he's got one of the best collections around. He also has a fantastic collection of original art that he has done and commissioned. It's amazing, some of the stuff that he shows. One of the best things about this channel is a show called Gotham City Chronicles. Him and his co-host JP Budget Collecting get together and they take a deep dive into comic books that are featuring Batman. So storylines or the individual comics, that's what you're going to get on this show. It's a lot of fun. I've watched a few of the episodes, and if you're a Batman fan like I am, you're definitely going to enjoy it. Also, don't forget to go check out JP Budget Collecting, his co-host. He has a fantastic channel as well. I'll leave that link down below. There's a lot of great stuff on this channel, not to mention he gives me a hard time for mispronouncing artists' names. I do it all the time. What are you going to do? Please go check out Comic Books NYC. The link is down below. The next channel has been around for a little while. This is Bub from Bub's Comics. They're sitting at about 900 subscribers. And you know what? Bub's a friend of mine. I've known him now for a couple of years. And he's got a great sense of humor, and I really enjoy him. He does this great live stream every Monday called No Faces Chat. I've been a guest on there once, and then they showed a picture of me one time. It was kind of strange, but it was all in good fun. The No Faces Chat involves talking about comics with fellow comic book community members, and like the title says, there are no faces, it's just comics. He also does unboxings and comic book hauls, and he is also a big fan of Wolverine just like myself. Do me a favor, if you haven't checked out Bub's Comics, please go ahead and do so, and let him know that Bueller sent you. The last channel on my list, and honestly I couldn't narrow this down to 5, so that's why there's 6, is none other than Dylan from Dylan's Comics. Side note, happy birthday Dylan, congratulations. Dylan does a lot of great things on this channel. He just is now getting his feet wet. He's somewhat new to the comic book community, but he is all in. Let me talk about some of the stuff he does on this channel. Not only does Dylan do comic book hauls and unboxings and also live streams, which I've been a part of, he also does comic book reviews. So when New Comic Book Day rolls around, you're going to want to check out Dylan's comics to find out what's good and what's not. He does a great job, he reads a lot of comics, and he provides a lot of information. He also does trailer reactions. Is that something I should do? I don't know. It's kind of fun to watch someone watch a trailer and see what their expressions are, and he's done a few of those on this channel. But some of my favorite stuff on Dylan's channel are his interviews he's done with comic book creators. He recently sat down with Justin Richards of the comic book Finger Guns, a friend of mine, and he did a great interview with him, and I really enjoyed it. He's also done more interviews as well, and I'm sure he's going to do even more as time goes on. So if you want to check out Dylan's channel, please go ahead and do so. The link is down below. So there you go, everybody. There's 6 channels that you might not be familiar with. So do me a favor, go check them out. If you like what you see, go ahead and subscribe. If it's not for you, at least you gave them a shot, and that's much appreciated. Alright everybody, thank you so much for taking the time to watch this video. Thank you so much for taking the time to check out these channels. Hopefully you find one you like. I got more videos coming out this week, so I look forward to seeing you then. Alright everybody, don't forget to like and subscribe. You know what to do. I'll see you next time. Bye.